Welcome back. I'm recording the session. Okay, so I think you have already opened Eclipse IDE, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, not a problem. Now, we are actually recapping test
It's starting. Okay.
recapping testing.
Okay.
Actually, we how to install and configure TestNG environment, right?
Right.
First, what we need is you have to know what is TestNG. First question is what is TestNG? What is it? TestNG is a Java framework, okay? Java framework for what? For
Automating testing,
for
test automation.
unit testing. Unit testing. Unit testing. Okay?
I don't see your
Oh really? I'm sorry.
yeah.
Then I didn't. I forgot maybe. Yeah, I didn't share my screen. Now you can see it, right?
Yeah.
What the hell? It's not moving. Okay. It's mainly created for unit testing, inspired by JUnit and NUnit. Now, JUnit is also Java-based unit testing framework, and NUnit is C#-based unit testing framework. So these two first created before TestNG came into the market. Okay, but why TestNG is more preferred? Why TestNG is more used? Why it is more popular? Because JUnit has more annotations, more features, okay, more powerful than any other unit testing framework. So TestNG is used not only for unit testing. Why it is so popular? Okay, it's so popular because TestNG has more annotations than all other JUnit framework. Okay, more annotations and more features. You can say more features. That make it more powerful than any other unit testing framework. These are most asked interview questions. Okay, they will start with these two questions. Okay, now JUnit, they will ask, what do you know about JUnit? What is JUnit? JUnit also unit testing framework like TestNG, but it has very few annotations. Like it has only before test, after test, okay, and test annotations. It doesn't have grouping. It doesn't have TestNG XML file. We cannot make it group. We cannot make the test priority. Okay, we cannot put number priority 1, priority 2. So it has more features. Okay. Now no project is using JUnit because you can work with TestNG everything you do with JUnit. So JUnit, especially for JUnit, what do you need? Instead of, say for example, instead of taking TestNG, when you import this, you can import JUnit, right? Let me show you how. Just remove TestNG. Now you see JUnit library is showing JUnit library. Now it's showing three, but when you start from the very beginning, it will show you 4 and 5 also. 3 also work. So instead of importing TestNG, you will import this one. You see, JUnit. Now it has become JUnit. Okay, I'm not using TestNG library, so all will become now JUnit. So there is no actual difference, but more features. So since we are not using it, but if your project use it, just bring the JUnit and start working like TestNG. But I'm sure no one is going to use it anymore. Okay. Now we are going to use TestNG library. So you see, okay. Now another thing you can do is maybe your project will be doing it. Just go to MBN repository. Go to MBN repository and just write TestNG. Okay, TestNG, and you see TestNG is here. Click here and take, if you are using, if your project are using Maven, then you have to take it. Okay, so how you can take it? Just copy it. Okay, copy and take it to your Maven pom.xml file. If your project is not using Maven, then just go to jar file. Okay, you see jar?
Yeah.
Okay, then just click on jar and it will be downloaded. Okay, it's downloaded, being downloaded. Now what you can do, you can just go to your project, right button click. Just I'm showing in your project, maybe they will use this TestNG jar. Okay, so when your task lead is talking about, hey Bapun, download TestNG jar and take it to the project, so that you can understand. Okay. So how you can do it? You can go to property, or you can go from build path, whatever.
Right.
Property, then click on build path, then libraries. Now there are two. One is module path, one is class path. So you have to always go to class path, add external jars, and go to the TestNG jar file. Which one? This one. Okay, and You see, TESTNG jar file is here already. When you click on F,
Yeah.
it's already here. You see. So if your boss tells you to bring TESTNG jar and use it, use it. Okay. Follow his instructions.
Right.
Actually instruction will be written.
Ah.
Now just click on OK. So you see to run default tasks. You see opens browser, setup opens browser, then login task, logout test, and closing browser. So how many test cases here? Ruben?
1, 2,
Yeah, 2.
3,
No.
3.
No 3, 2. You see?
Before test. Oh, priority 1.
Before test is setup.
Setup. Yeah.
Test is setup. Here will be drivers, okay? Driver,
Yeah.
driver is equal to new Firefox driver. So you will write the setups here, okay? Then test case is with tests annotations, okay? Test annotations. Now look very carefully. If you don't use test annotations, test engine will not understand this is a test case. Test engine will not understand it. So if I run it,
Yeah.
you see, test run only one because TestNG didn't run it because TestNG couldn't understand it is a test case. TestNG cannot understand if you don't use test annotation, okay, at the rate test. It has, so it ran. It doesn't have, so it didn't run, okay. Now say for example,
I can't hear you.
I do have
Sometimes.
audio.
you cannot hear me. You cannot hear me. Now say for example this is priority 3 and the,
Yeah, I can hear
yeah, I
you.
can hear you. Logout
Sometimes.
tests sometimes, right? I'm changing
Right.
house next 25th, okay? Because of this, because I'm on the basement and the network sometimes it disturbs. I can understand. Now you see, if you don't use priority, what will happen? Why we are using priorities?
Yeah.
So it's a interview question. What is priority in TestNG? Why do we use priority? Priority is nothing but just telling TestNG which test should be running first, okay? Which should be prioritized first, second, third, okay? If you don't put priority, TestNG will go with the name of the test. So login test, logout test, okay? Login and O is coming later. I is coming
Right.
first, so it will run first. But if you
First.
test one, logout test one, maybe it will come. Let's see how it comes. priority you are numbering, the less number will be coming or running first. Okay, you see, login test coming first, log out. If you just say this is
Okay.
2,
Alphabetical order.
yeah, alphabetical order, correct, you got it. You see, if you just make it, this test name is A, say for example this is C, okay, this is B, and say for example this is D. Now it will run which one first? I changed the name, okay, it will run
A.
as per alphabetical order.
Yeah.
So it first run what? Logout test, okay, logout test B,
B,
logout
B,
test
C,
another, yeah,
D.
logout
Yeah.
test C, then D. So it's totally
Yeah.
depend on alphabetical order if you don't put priority. Now always login tests. Always remember TESTNG make things simple. So some test lead, he might tell you, okay, do it, unit test and integration testing together, okay, then regression testing separate, end-to-end testing separate maybe. So most of the time you will be taking care only one test case. Remember, only one test case most of the time, because TestNG allows you to create n number test class inside the, what is it, package. Okay, so what you can do, you can create another test case in another class. So you can name it TC002. So you will be working just in one test case, one class, one test case, and here another one test case. Maybe you will be creating another class for another test case. So you have, say for example, 25 test case, you are creating 25 classes. You understand me? So this is, say for example, logout test. Okay. Now this is, say for example, search button tests. Okay. Say for example, you have another one that is TESTNG-004, and this is product lists.
Mhm.
So now you see you have only one test case in each class, okay? Most of the time you will be doing it, most of the time, because TestNG has been created to make your testing process simple, easy, and making code more readable, more clear. Okay, now you have this four. So here you have only one test case in each classes, so you don't need to put priority here. Okay, when you put priority, when you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 test cases together. Okay, now say for example this is now this is TC001 is, say for example, smoke test. Now what you have to do, you have to group it, right? Remember groups?
Yeah.
Groups equal to, then you have to put curly braces, and inside the curly braces you have to name it. Say for example this is smoke tests. Okay, smoke, just you write smoke, or you can write smoke test, no problem. And this one is, say for example, you can just copy and paste, you don't write every time. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, just you can copy and paste. Now at the very beginning you cannot remember all these things, not necessary to remember. Just go to sanity. Okay, sanity, then say for example this one is say for example this is integration, just for example, or
Yeah.
it is at the same time, say for regression. Okay, then this is, say for example, end-to-end testing. You can say this is regression and also end-to-end. Okay, all right. Now if you run it, what will happen? Can you tell me? Koshe?
Yeah, run as, yeah. There should be 4 test cases.
You see, new TestNG project proceed with launch. If I say proceed, it cannot run. Why? Syntax error. It says syntax error. Let's see where is syntax error. You see everything now showing with red marks. Can you tell me why?
Error.
Yeah.
You're getting your something wrong with your test case number 4.
Number 4, why? Why it's wrong? Can you tell me? So sometime it will happen, and maybe you will be looking for a couple of hours. Lunch is over and you cannot find it. And then a junior tester will come, okay, Koshe, let me check what happens. And he will say, you see, you repeated class name, okay? Because you copied it. You copied it from where? Test case 1. This is TESTNG-004, right? You copied it and you forget to delete it. You see? So it will happen in the project. So you have to be very, very careful when you copy something. Okay? Now if you run it, I just save it, Control S. And I want to run only test case 4. It's not even, yeah, it's running. Okay, it's running, but it didn't run other test cases because I didn't run other test cases. If you want to run it, I have to actually check them also, because there are also error. What error they have? Same error, you see? This is TC003. I copied it from 1 and I forget to delete it. The same error. Okay? Control S, I save it. Then same mistake I did here. I copied it and I forget to delete it. Always when you copy, double check whether you copied right and paste it, and if you bring some extra lines, just double check. Now you see, I just run test case logout test, right? Logout test. This is this one. Now how I can run all these test cases? Can you tell me? This will be also interview question. Say for example you have 4 classes or 10 classes. You want to run all together. Every test cases you want to run. You have only single test case in each class. How you can run each and every test class all together? All classes. How you can do it?
Don't you have to add the
What we have to add?
you don't where's your library? Your TESTNG library. Yeah, you
TestNG.
imported it. Yeah.
This is TestNG
Yeah.
library. So what we have to do? We have to then create TestNG XML file.
Oh, okay. Why?
Right?
I thought
Why?
that's automatically generated.
No, not automatically generated.
That's the whole purpose. That's the annotation. This is where it comes, the annotation in XML.
It will not generate automatically. You have to create it. Okay, you have to create the TestNG XML file, and when you run the test, you don't run from here. You just check whether they are running, but when you actually run the test, you run from TESTNG XML5. So what do? Go to project, right button click, go to TESTNG and convert to TESTNG. When you convert
Oh.
TESTNG, it will create this XML file. Okay. Now I have 4 classes. You see, 4 classes included. Sometimes TESTNG XML file may not include all the test cases. Okay, so sometimes you can name test suite if you want, but not necessary. But if you want, you can name it. Okay, and you see, these are extra lines. You can omit it, delete it, whatever. These are unnecessary. Now when you are creating the file, you want to run all this class, what you have to do, you have to choose the classes. Okay, you have to choose the classes and automatically it will include all the classes. And you want to run parallel mode by method, then one by one it will run classes. Okay, it will run by classes. Okay, you see, when I took classes, it also mentioned the name of the what is it, packages dot tc004, packages dot tc003. Name of the packages also comes in. Okay, when I go by method, it's also mentioned the name of the methods, no, parallel methods. Classes, if I take packages, you see, just it take one package. What is this? Name of the package. So even you can put in one package 4 test cases, maybe in another package you can create another package, keep another 4 test, create another test cases. So you can sanity test, you can put in one test case, packages, smoke test in another package, integration test in another package, end-to-end test in another package. Okay, so you can create n number packages also if you want. Say for example you have 25 test cases, you can create 5 packages and put 5 classes in each test packages. Okay, so 5 into 5 is 25. You understand me? But most of the time we will be running with classes, and we will run by classes. Okay, thread count you don't need to mention, it will automatically mention by TESTNG. So I just click on next, finish, and you see TESTNG XML file is there. Now if you don't want to run these 3, you can take it out, no problem. If you want to run just this 3, you can take it out, or you can just make it commented. How? You see, you can comment it. Commented how, and it will be, there will be 2 slashes. You see, commented. So you can comment like this, or You can even use include and exclude. I showed you how you can do it. Now if you have any confusion, then also you can go to testng.org and you can take out. Your test manager will be happy to see you. Oh, Bapun is always going to testng.org. You will be really happy. He's a nice guy. He is taking help from testng.org to make sure. Okay, so group, say for example methods, whatever you want to exclusion, you have to exclude. You see, groups, how you make a group, how you can exclude. You see, when you create group, just inside the test before classes you create groups and you can run, and inside the run you create two tags. One is include, which one you want to include in the test run, and which one you want to exclude. Okay, we can do it. Now see, if you can't remember, just you copy it from here. Okay, no
Okay.
think negatively, because this is created for you to help you. Okay, so copy from here and your test manager will be happy. Okay, oh my goodness, he is using TestNG. So where you will create after this test annotation, you will just paste here. Okay, so it will be groups, run, include. What do you want to include? Now you don't have check-in tests. What test do you have? You have smoke and sanity. Okay, say for example you have only regression. You can mention regression. Okay, and you want to exclude, say for sanity. Okay, just exclude sanity and sanity will not run. Okay, 4 classes will be running, and in the group what we are doing, in the group we are excluding sanity. Now you can check whether we are doing great exact. Okay, whether we are making mistake, you can check some more. You see, all right. Now if you don't want to include or exclude, you want to run everything, you don't need it. Okay, just you can run it. You see, 4 test case run, failure 0, so everything run. Okay, but if you want to include and exclude, so you have to write groups, then run, and inside the run you have to write include and exclude. Include tag, include, and you can exclude. When you write one tag, and what you can do, just control I. You see, I just press control I and it make it indented automatically. I didn't even need to indent it. Then inside the include, what you can do, even you don't need to opening tag and closing tag. You can make it self closing tag. Look here. Where is group again? Test group. You see, include name, no closing tag. This is self-closing tag. You can make it self-closing tag. Okay? You understand me? So you can make it self-closing tag. Self-closing tag means you don't need this one. Okay? And you put just what? This. And this means self-closing tag. One close, then I just put slash and it become self-closing tag. Okay? And I just name it. Name what I want to exclude. That is, say for example, sanity. Okay? Include sanity, say for example, and I want to maybe regression, for example. And I want to exclude, so I want to make it also self-closing tag. Then I just write name. I want to exclude, say for example, sanity, means sanity testing. Okay, that's it. You can write it yourself, not necessary even copy. If you write twice, you can remember. And if you can't remember, don't worry, you don't need to remember them. Just go copy, paste, and change little bit the way you want, the way you need. Okay, according to you necessary. Now let's run the test. How many tests run? Can you tell me how many tests run? Hello?
2.
2. Why? There are 4 test cases.
Oh, okay.
Why? Can you tell me? Now look. TC4, this is what kind of test it is. We group it. This is regression and end-to-end. Okay? So I run regression, so it run. And E3, you see what kind of test it is? Integration and regression. So regression also run. Okay? But you see, number 2, what kind of test it is? This is sanity, right? You see, sanity, I said exclude. Exclude means don't run. Okay, keep it outside. I just run regression. This is regression, so it run. Sanity, I said no. No, exclude means no, don't run. So it didn't run this
Right.
test case. And 1, you see, what is it? Smoke. I didn't mention about smoke here, so it didn't run smoke also. If I mention here smoke, Control S or refresh, oh,
So now it's going to do the XML file? Yeah, it's right here. Why are you changing the XML?
it is because we are using smoke here together. Maybe how we can do it this way. Let's see. For sanity, smoke. Yes. So it's now a total test run 0. Why?
What was the question?
Why it is showing total test run 0? Because this is not supporting. Okay, so what I can do, let's try another way. I can say in this is now it runs 3, you see. So there are, this one is regression, this one also regression, you see, regression, integration and regression, and this one is which one? This one is smoke. So there are 3 running, but the sanity is not running. Which one is sanity? This one, you see. So thus you can include and exclude, and if you want to include maybe integration, say for example, now how many tests it will run?
3.
3, because this is both regression,
Yeah.
no, the number 3 I think, yeah, regression and integration. This is same test case. Okay, so it will be 3. So this grouping is very important. Okay, grouping, priority,
Yeah.
these are very important. And now you don't want to run one class, just take it out. Okay, say for example one test case is failing. Which one? Say for example 1, this is failing. Take it out everything, just run this one and check why it is not running. Okay, so thus this is the powerful feature of TESTNG. It doesn't have in JUnit. Okay, you don't have JUnit. In JUnit you don't have TESTNG XML file. They don't have XML file. And in JUnit, if they ask you what are the difference between JUnit and TESTNG, first, can you tell me some difference between JUnit and TESTNG? Again, I'm telling you, you will not be working with JUnit, but you have to know it, because they will ask you a question. You will not be working with JUnit, you will be working with TESTNG, but still you have to know the differences. What are the difference? Can you?
TESTNG has annotation.
More annotation, you have to say more annotation.
More annotations.
Because they have, JUnit has before test, after test, and tests. Okay, but TESTNG has more, before suit, after suit. Okay, before class, after class, these are in TESTNG. It has also include, exclude, you know, uh, include tags, group tags, this run, TESTNG XML. Directly you can say text TESTNG XML. TESTNG has XML file, means this one you can create, you can convert into TESTNG, but JUnit doesn't have. Okay, TESTNG have more features like grouping, prioritizing the test, include, exclude, run. Okay, but JUnit doesn't have. Moreover, JUnit doesn't have auto-generating reports. JUnit doesn't have report. You have to check whether it is pass or fail just here in the console. We call it console. We have to check whether pass or fail in the console, okay, or in the tree. We can check here also. But TESTNG, you see, still you don't have a report. Can you see any report here? No report, right?
Yeah.
Report. But when you refresh it, automatically report will generate it. If you go and where is refresh? Refresh, you see, test report automatically generated. This feature make TestNG more powerful, more robust, more beautiful, because you don't need to check here or in the tree, we call it tree window for result. We just go to the project, right button click, just tell the interviewer, right button click and refresh, and test output means test result, okay, will automatically will be generated automatically. You don't need to create it. What we did in BDD Cucumber, we have to create it, right? We have to create it, we have to prepare it. But here we don't need to prepare it. We just go to the project and right button click and refresh, and automatically test dash output will be there.
Creator.
And inside the test output, the test result will be automatically generated. Now you can just go to index.html, right button click, open with how you want to open, web browser, text editor, system editor. However, you can open with system editor. This is system editor, okay, is showing you the result. You see, you can see the group, okay, what are the, this is integration, this is end to end, this is regression, and in regression you have product list and search button 2, okay, integration you have search button, end to end you have product list. You can put everything in end to end. End to end means from beginning to end, okay.
Right.
So there will be also integration testing, there will be also smoke testing, there will be regression testing, everything will be there. So then even you can check how many seconds it took here. I cannot move it, why I don't know, it's not moving. Here is time, okay, maybe 7 seconds, 13 seconds, 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, okay, whatever. Then report output, the suit 001, ignored methods. Oh, you can ignore also, I showed you in the last time, okay. You can also ignore if you want to see the logical order. TC004 first came first, then 1, then 3, okay. And there were 3 methods and 3 passed. Passed methods, you can see what are the methods pass, what are the fail. One didn't run because we say don't run sanity, okay, sanity or smoke, whatever. So this is open in system editor, but you can also open it other way. How you can open it? You can open it in the browser also. Open with browser, okay, you can open with browser. You see, same, we are in the browser now. Or you can open with text editor. You can open in text editor, you see, this is text editor. All right. Yeah, developers sometimes they might tell you, okay, go to text editor, you want to check how it shows, but your test lead, always go with browser. Okay, you will tell you, okay, show me in the browser or send me the link. Okay, just send him the link. The link is here. Copy it and just send it. Okay, or he might.
Before you go, can you show me again, please?
Right here, index.html.
Oh, index HTML.
Yeah, always this is we call it readable HTML report.
Then,
Okay,
then email,
right here.
web browser.
This is the link. Copy it, send it. Or maybe he might tell you, okay, send me screenshot of the. Okay, just go to right here, snipping tools, click here. Okay, or different project use different screenshot tool also. Okay, maybe
Snipping tool.
maybe using snipping tools. It's come inbuilt with Windows. Just copy it. Okay,
Where I can get the snipping tool?
yeah, it's right here. I showed you just now. Let me show you again.
Okay.
Just sometimes I don't know, my left button sometimes not working. I have to throw this computer maybe. So what you have to do, just press on left button and drag it and just drop it. It will be take the screenshot. Okay, you can try at home. Right here, type here. Okay, just write snipping SN, then press enter. It will come. Then click
I
here.
cannot see.
You cannot see?
No, it's like a freeze.
Oh really?
Okay, yeah, right now I can see now.
Snipping. Okay,
Oh,
press enter. You see snipping here, snipping tool.
right.
Enter. It comes with window. Okay, it's built in.
Oh,
It's built in. Then just, I don't know why my left button is not working.
then you said new.
Yeah, just click new, then
Okay.
just press left button, drag it how much you want to, then just leave it and it will take the shot. Then just save it, Control S and name it.
Okay.
Okay.
This is small but important.
Yeah, this is important because most of the time you will be
Snipping tool.
snipping tool. People are using snipping tool, but most of the time. But some project may be using different. Okay, then you have
different tool.
Yeah, some may be just using window copy. I can see.
Okay.
No, print window print screen. Okay, control print screen is on the top. Window print, you see, when I click window PRT SCR on the top, is taking the screenshot. Okay,
Open screen.
just you know the window button, right? Window,
window,
then press on PRT SCR on the top, top button. Okay,
yeah,
PRT SCR means print screen.
right.
Okay, so many ways you can take it. Most of the time your test it will be asking for this link, so just copy it. When he will get it, you will just go here and he will check it. Okay, Rubel, what you did? You will open in the browser. You see, here is result.
Yeah.
You will just Now, different company again work differently. Some
Yeah.
of them may be telling you, okay, email me the link. So
Yep.
you have to email them. And some would
Right.
be telling you, okay, send me in the Skype. They have Skype group, okay?
Mm.
They have special Skype, paid Skype. We are using free, but official Skypes are a little bit different. It's the paid version. Okay,
Okay.
so
Oh.
just select your manager, test manager, and see, hey, hey, okay, hey manager, okay.
All
now,
right.
now again, different office has different culture. Some say, hey,
A different office, different
okay,
culture. Yeah.
hi, I say, hi,
Definitely.
hi, Mr. Manager, okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, or
Definitely.
some might say, hi, boss, okay, hey, boss, okay,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
please check the test report and let me know if there is any suggestion. Okay, then he will give you suggestion what to do, what next. He may be telling you, oh hey, okay, got it, you just go with end-to-end testing now.
Mm.
That means you are okay, go ahead, everything fine. Now do the last testing before we go for user acceptance testing. Now, what is user acceptance testing? Okay, what is user acceptance testing? The last testing level or step that we test the web application in front of the client and both parties actually. Okay, the developers team means the develop software developer and software testers. Okay,
Mm.
and the client who is paying to build this software or web application or website, whatever. Okay, and to test in front of them, the tool or framework we use is BDD Cucumber. Okay, once you do these are called what? Functional testing. Functional testing. Sanity, smoke, integration, uh, regression, end-to-end testing, these are called functional testing. Okay, functional testing. So functional testing from beginning to end testing is functional testing. It can be positive, it can be negative, whatever. Functional testing. Once functional testing done, TestNG chapter is closed. Koshe, are you listening? Koshe, praying, right? Pray for pray for my mother also, okay? Pray for us. Don't only pray for you, Koshe. Or sometimes Koshe forget to unmute and he keeps talking and we cannot listen to him. Koshe, are you talking alone? Where is Koshe? Koshe is there. Oh, Mohiuddin is not there. Okay. No. Clear? Rubel?
Yeah. So far.
Okay. Now, just write the code. What code is coming here? Now just these are, we call it structure or skeleton of the framework. Okay,
Mhm.
so when developers developing the software, what we do, we install, we configure, okay, we prepare the environment, and we write all this skeleton. Skeleton
Right.
is nothing but framework structure, okay? Skeleton, we prepare it, okay? Then when they are done, we start writing the codes. What will be the code here? You can take it from any project.
Yeah.
Project, we can copy it actually. Okay, we don't have. We have actually here, we can bring it. Select working sets, that is very important, no? Java practice, Java test source, Java main source, so we don't have. We don't have, I think. Or we can check what projects we have more. I think we have one project, no more. No, we don't have. All right. So now you know what to do. Just write system dot what sets property, right? And here will be
Right.
web driver, say for example gecko dot driver, and we don't driver, then we have to create a driver folder. Drivers. Okay. Then you have to excuse me, download the driver. Where is the driver? Can you tell me? Selenium HQ.org, right?
Good.
Go to download. We are using Gecko.
Right.
Gecko driver, we are using 32, Windows 32. Gecko driver 32 works for 64,
Yeah.
32, both.
32 both.
So sometimes they ask silly questions in the interview. Okay, for Gecko driver, say for example your computer is 64-bit. What will you be using, 64 or Windows 32, Win32? You have to say Win32. Why? Because Win32 is faster than Win64. Sometimes 64 doesn't work for 64. So Win32 works for both, for 32 and 64. So I will choose Win32. That's the answer.
Okay. Yeah.
This like silly question, okay? Not good question, but sometimes you know, people are crazy. They just want to test you. They love testing. Where is Gecko driver? Right here, right? Gecko driver. Copy it, copy. And then we go to driver. And for this is Gecko driver. Another one is what? Chrome
Chrome.
driver. For Chrome driver, always remember you have to take care of the versions also. You have to take the same version. Okay.
So Gecko is the easiest, right?
That's easier, but in the company you will be using mostly Gecko and Chrome. Mostly Chrome because 75% people using Chrome, Google Chrome to search things. No,
Okay.
so Chrome is must. Then Internet Explorer, some company may be or may not be. Safari maybe or may not be, but these two is mandatory always because this two covers more than 90%.
Wow.
Again, in some computer it will like single slash, so you have to make double slash if
Correct.
you're using backslash. If you're using forward slash, single is okay. Now it will be creating a problem because this is not moving away. I don't know. Let me, if I close, maybe.
The video gonna close.
Yeah. What's wrong? I have to put semicolon here, right?
Yes.
Then go back. All right. Okay. Now, what next? Web driver. Creating object. New Firefox driver. Then we have to import it, right? So remember? Then driver dot what?
Get or manage.
Manage what? Window. How? Maximize. Okay. Then again driver dot manage how timeout, right? Timeout dot how implicitly wait. You don't need to remember. Always you have project on your computer, just copy and paste all these things. Okay. So this argument will be how one machine to wait, time, units, dot, seconds. Right. Right. Then URL usually comes here, okay?
Correct.
Now you want to, so this is different ones. This is method, login test method. So if you want to make it work, then you have to take it to the global level, right? Global means in the class level. You have to make it global.
Okay.
This, some people might like what like this, null means nothing, but you can also use this way. Then when you make it global, you have to take out this WebDriver class, okay? Take it out. Don't forget it. If you forget, it will not work. Okay? Then here. Now driver will work here. Driver object will work here. Get string argument. What application you are going to test? URL will be here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Say for example, we are
Open source.
yeah.
It's yeah.
Okay. And now you know what to do. This is
Correct.
login test, right?
Yeah.
So you have to go and find the locators from username, password, login button. Okay.
Right.
And same way, another thing I can show you how to make it a little short. Okay, that is also important. Did I show you earlier how you can make it short? Kosho is not here.
No, I am. I'm listening.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I went to pray and came back. Yeah.
okay, okay. So I was telling Koshe, don't just pray for yourself, pray for us also. Okay. Now, I'm just showing you how actually we work with the skeletons. We call them okay, skeletons of the framework. Okay. So what we do when developers working on codes, programming, building the software, we prepare our environment. We install, configure whatever necessary we have to take. We go through the instructions of the test manager, written instructions, and we collect the software. We download, we install and configure and prepare the environment. Okay, then work with these structures. These are structures, nothing but structures. We call them skeleton of the framework. Then when the software is built, okay, first we go for smoke testing, sanity testing, integration testing, then regression testing. Then we writing our codes. Okay, how we start writing our codes? We start writing all these codes, right? Okay. Actually, when they build the software, maybe first build, second build, third build, or they have also version, okay, 001, 002 maybe, or 10.1, 10.2, whatever they put, okay. Then we start writing our actual codes, okay. Now, you don't need to be rush because for each test case maybe we are getting maybe every day we are writing maybe 1 to 5 test cases only, okay, 1 to 5, maybe 2, okay. If serious, like damn, you are at the end of the project, within 6 months you have to or 3 months you have to um, deliver this project, then you have to maybe writing 4 5 every day, or you will be writing 2 3, relax little bit, okay. Now, caution, do you know how we can make it little bit short, this one? Okay, no problem, Google.
You have to like make it shorter.
Yeah, how you can make it shorter? This thing is very long.
You put the quotes. I mean, yeah, remove the quotes and put only one dash.
No, we can use special class that is called directory dir.
Mm.
We have set method and get method. Okay, let me show you. So some project may be using this, but many will not care about it. So it's not very important, but if you understand, it will be good. Okay.
Got it. So special directory,
Yeah.
the
Right.
directory
Right. Right. Right.
object class.
Right. Right. You used to use it, right? Everybody is coming. Okay. Let's take 2 minutes break.
Yeah, told stairs hardly know what they're like. Eh, keep it to my food.
Hello. Are you in? Ruben? Ruben? Are you in? Jose is there, right? Is Ruben there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Jose?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Now, this is long string. So maybe in your project they will be using system dot get property. This one is set property, this one is get property. Get property, and the key inside the key there will be quotation mark, and just write user
We're back on.
or directory there, right? There dir means directory. Okay, and we can store it inside the string.
Your audio is cutting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Going back and forth.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
String, and you can say project path, or you some may be writing just pro path, means project path. Okay, and you can just say CISO and just print it, check whether it can print the project path. Okay, I think it can. I just want to run TC001. I want to check whether it can give us the project path. So if you go into the console, this is console window, you can see the project path. I see. You see? This is the project path. See user, header, desktop, then TESTNG, okay, and new test project. We can maybe write something here. Our project path is showing syntax error. Full path. This is put class. Our project path is this one, you see. So now up to TESTNG project you can take it out. So where is TESTNG project? You see, up to this is our project path, right? You see, can you see it?
Yep.
So just you can take it out.
And then how do you put the class directory? The directory.
Then
Yep.
I just put the pro path, the variable we created. Okay, like I can put here pro path. Just copy this. All right, you see, so now it has become shorter. Okay, now you can run and check whether it is working. Now all projects will not be going to use it, but maybe some projects will be using it. So when he will be telling you do it, if you don't have any idea, you cannot do it, right? You got my point? So now you see it's working. Rubel got it? Rubel?
Still fuzzy.
Hmm?
Yeah,
So
fuzzy.
you don't need this one. I just write it just to show you how you can get the project path. Okay, just actually you have to remember this. This is set property and this is get property, because you want to get the path. Okay, and inside the get property you will just write user.directory in brief dir and quotation this, and you save it into a variable that is pro path, means project path. You can write also project, no problem. Okay, so then you have to write here project. Maybe you have to practice 1 or 2 times for Ruble. I'm sure Koshe is expert in these matters. Okay, Ruel,
Yep.
got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Cool,
learned
got it.
new, but for Koshe maybe it's not new. Okay, now you know what to do. Just you have to find out the elements of username, password, and login button. Okay, and for again for this one, you know now, just you have to change it. You have to make it set up, okay, the same way we did there. Okay, now even in some project you will find maybe they are not writing this again and again, rather they put this code into one place and they can use directly without writing these codes. Now your project lead will tell you if they do it. Okay, but I will show you in the maybe last 2 classes how we can do this. I don't want to repeat it again and again. Okay, especially when we create frameworks, there are common rules and regulations. We will discuss it later. Don't worry about it, because if I show you again, I have to show it later once again. So why it is showing error? Can you tell me, Rubel? Because this is what? This is a method, setup method, right? And there is another method, logout test, and there is another method, tear down. Okay, set
Yeah.
and tear down. So to make it, you have to make it global, right?
Right.
Driver should be global, so you have to write WebDriver.
WebDriver driver.
Okay, that's it. Now you have to import it.
Mm-hmm.
Then it will be working. Okay, now
Yeah.
okay.
It's gone now.
Yeah. Now again, just you have to bring the URL. Just now take it out. These are skeleton we prepared before writing the codes, but now you can rebuild it according to your needs. Okay. Now
Right.
this is logout test. So to log out, you have to log in also, right? So you have to repeat this code here.
Yeah.
Whatever you write here, you have to repeat it. Log in, then you have to write extra 2 lines of code, that is log out.
Mm-hmm.
To log out, what do you have to do? You have to go to log in. Then first you have to log in, right? So you have to log in admin and admin 123. Then oh my goodness, it's not working right. Okay, so here you have to click here, right? So you have to find element this, click, then log out. Okay, so you have to write 2 extra lines of code here. Okay, then you go to this again, you have to write the setup here. Okay, then what is it? This is search button. If you have search button there, then work on search button. Okay, then again write just here you have to write, maybe you have to take it out. Driver dot close, right? Driver dot close, driver dot close. Now tell me why here is red mark. Again, we don't have still in the class level the web driver. You have to set it out. And same way you have to do these things, right? Set up, this is what product lists, if you have product list. So you have to write the codes for product lists. And again, there will be driver.close and driver.quit. Okay, so if you have some more tasks, so keep on going, and your framework will be maybe 25 test cases, maybe 50. If you are working with Amazon.com, maybe 500. Okay, maybe you are writing 100 or 50. Porsche is writing 50. Another tester is writing 50. Another tester is writing 50. And together maybe 5,000. Okay. So this is actually different people will be working on different features. Okay, some testers will be working on these features, or this. Some may be on different features, maybe working on this. Some may be this. Okay, some will be with footer. So it depends actually who is working on what. Okay, and together you will be pushing it into the GitHub. I showed you in I think when we work with PyCharm, I showed it once, right? All right. Then now just try to write a couple of test cases, test codes or scripts, practice it, run it, and see where you face problem. If you face any problem, again go to where TESTNG.org. Okay, take help from there. Okay,
Okay.
now for next class, actually TestNG is not end here. TestNG will be used in backend testing. TestNG will be being used in mobile testing. So TestNG is everywhere because this is mandatory. Okay, so you have to practice TestNG mostly because most of the testing jobs you will be doing with TestNG, maybe 80%. Okay, and senior testers will be working with user acceptance testing, but you have to help them, you have to understand them, you have to, maybe you will be writing the skeleton, you will be writing the feature files, you will be preparing the report. Okay, you will be writing the codes, but ultimately they will polish it and they will take credit. Don't worry about it. Okay, don't worry about it. Let them do it. When you will be senior, you will be doing the same.
Yeah.
Okay, don't be get hardened. Now, what is REST issue? Actually today just I will show you some documents, go through it, and from next class we will be working on REST assured. Okay, you see REST assured IO. Okay, documents is very important because we have to know the backend also, getting started, how we can understand it. You see, we need grading, JSON path, XML path. Just go through it. You don't need to understand it. We will discuss it in the next class, and we will understand what is REST assured, why it is necessary, okay, why you need to do it, all these things. Testing and validating REST services in Java is harder than in dynamic languages such as Ruby and Ruby. REST assured brings, actually we will be working on Java, don't worry about Ruby or other languages, we don't need to know them. What is the meaning of REST assured? To be certain that something will happen. Okay? When we put something input, it will give us output. It's working, the application is working in the backend. You can rest assured that you are going to get a good deal, not used to make some feel safe, less worried. Maybe for Ruble it's like Chinese language right now, but when we will be working it will be easy actually. For Koshe it will be easy because Koshe already working with all these things. Rest assured is Java library. Okay, it's a Java library, and we will be using TESTNG here, so don't be worried, don't take pressure. Okay, Ruben, if you understand TESTNG, rest assured will be easy for you. Okay, Java library provides a domain specific language. Domain specific language is DSL, domain specific language. Just keep these words familiar. For writing powerful maintainable tests for REST APIs, actually you don't need to write them. Actually your developer will give you what to test. Okay, they will provide you everything. You don't need to write any test cases, they will provide you. So it's more easier than testing. In testing you have to write your test steps yourself, but here these test steps will be provided by the developers, so you will be just running and testing whether it's fine. In the following sections I'll show you how to set up and configure REST assured. So set up and configure also like very simple, like TESTNG. Don't worry about it. In the next class we will be going step by step. Okay, open source. Now what you have to understand is little bit about maybe JSON, JSON file. Now we did it actually in dictionary. When we discussed dictionary, can you remember on W3 schools in Python we discussed dictionary, Python. So JSON file is like dictionary, nothing but okay. So like this. Okay, so it will come pairs with pairs. Okay? So key and value, key and value, key and value. Okay, so you can also get idea from here how does look. Again, you don't need to understand JSON. You don't need to understand because your developer will provide you everything, so you are not going to do anything with it. Okay, but it will help you just if you have idea. You see JSON file, is coming with key name, property name, and what? Value. Property name and value. Property name and value. Actually, it's showing here like this, but actually in rest assured we will be keeping like this. That's it. Okay, if you understand, this is name is property name and this is value. Property name, value, property name, value, and this is what? JSON. Okay, JSON, we are calling JSON file. Actually nothing but key and value, keyword and value, key and value, the property name and value, property name and value. Okay, so don't make it complicated. JSON, oh my goodness, oh I don't know what is JSON, what the hell it is, I cannot learn it. No, it's very simple. Keep it simple. What is JSON? JSON is nothing but JavaScript object notation. JSON. Okay. JSON is a syntax for storing and exchanging data. JSON is text written with JavaScript object notation. What is it? It is syntax for storing and exchanging data. Storing this data. Storing and exchanging this data. So don't make it complicated. Okay. You don't need to know anything about it. Just understand it. JSON is nothing but what? Syntax of storing data. It comes with curly braces and ends with curly braces. Inside the curly braces there will be n number of data in pairs. Key and value. Keyword and value. Keyword and value. Keyword is called attribute property and attribute value, right? Value, just key and value, key and value, key and value. Just remember it. Okay, understand it. You don't need to know anything about it. Just you have to know JSON is a syntax for storing and exchanging what? Data, information. Just understand it. If you understand it up to here, that's more than enough about JSON. Okay, we are
Exchanging information, that's it.
right.
And
That's
then-
it.
and
That's
then
it.
proper format instead of
Right.
XML, something
Right.
else, just
Right.
formatting.
Right. Just it is a syntax for storing and exchanging data. Keep it simple. Okay, keep it simple. All right, Rubel.
Yep.
Okay, so if you understand it, you are good to go for rest assured. Okay, in the next class we will see how we can set up and how we can work on it. Everything will be provided by developer. We have sample data in the online, we will work with it. So don't worry about it. Maybe after 2 classes it will be easy for you, because you already know how you can prepare the environment, how you can set up the TESTNG, and next we need only rest assured jar file. That's it. And same way we will be writing code using Java, the way we write the TESTNG codes. Okay, very simple. But if you make it complicated, it will be complicated. But my request is to keep it simple. JSON, don't make it complicated. It's nothing but just syntax. Syntax means grammar. Grammar to storing data and exchanging data in the format inside the curly braces. It will come by pairs, name and data, name and data, key and data, okay, key and value, key and value. You have to know only this one. If you understand it, you are good to go. Okay. Okay, see, you and Koshe and me will be sitting tomorrow. Tomorrow is, what time you want to sit? In the evening, 8 to 10, okay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow we will set up on your computer mobile automation.
Okay.
And we will need Eclipse IDE, and we will need also APM server. We will set it up, and we will know we will need Android development tools. Okay, these three. We will set it up tomorrow and start writing some codes, and maybe we will need 3 classes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you.
But
Rubel, if you want to join and see how mobile automation works, you can join with us also, no problem at all. Okay. Thank you. Have a good night.